And we are back with another episode of Straight Out the Lou. As always, I'm Dylan, joined by Luke and Chris. And today we have some NFL preseason talk, highlighting the Pats game against the Eagles last night, as well as other headlines around the league. And in the NFL, we will be ranking young quarterbacks based on their potential and what we've already seen from them both in the NFL and in their final years of college. In the MLB, the Red Sox continue to struggle while the Yankees have taken over in the wild card race. And the Giants continue to win. We'll go over MLB awards at this point in the season, and I will plead my case for why Brandon Crawford should be the NL MVP. At least top three. All right, starting with the Pats. Blowout against the Eagles last night. Mac Jones looked good. Cam Newton looked good. N'Keal Harry looked great. What do we see?
Oh, yeah. I was happy with the quarterback play. I was very happy with the offensive line and the running back. I mean, obviously, if the Patriots offensive line can play like this, Trent Brown, he's back. He looks good. Shaq Mason, Isaiah Wynn needs to stay healthy, of course, if he's going to be able to be our left tackle all season. But I was happy with the offensive line. I was happy with the receiving core. Aguilar didn't get a catch, but, he's clearing out. Him running these deep routes and being a deep ball threat per se is helping guys like Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers on these underneath big routes, which is what the Patriots live on, just these short intermediate routes. And what we're going to rely on this year with our quarterback situation, two guys that, rookie, you want to be safe with the ball, and Cam Newton, a guy that's not a great downfield thrower anymore. So I like what they're doing with the roster a lot. I thought the defense was fantastic. Again, no Jalen Hurts, of course, so you can't really base too much. J.C. Jackson looked good covering Devontae Smith. I thought Barmore looked solid, our second-round pick out of Alabama on the D-line. And I was impressed with Juwan Williams yesterday. Finally played some good football for the first time in his career. It's about time in his fourth season here. But, from the quarterback position, I'm now very high on Mac Jones. He looks great in the pocket. Doesn't have great arm strength at all, but, he's able to fit it into tight windows when he has to, though. Great accuracy. As Dylan alluded to earlier, he threw a great deep ball to superstar wide receiver N'Keal Harry down the sideline. 50-yarder, right in the hands. Hit him in stride, Superstars don't miss those plays too often, but N'Keal, he happened to, I think there was might have been a bug or something, or someone might have shined a laser at him because, he doesn't miss those often, but he ends up dropping it, diving and falling on his shoulder. But thank God, Chris, our Super Bowl chances are still intact because there's no structural damage.
Listen, I was up all last night worrying about N'Keal Harry's injury. I'll tell you what, this guy is just extremely important to this team and how far they can go, which isn't very far because Cam Newton will be playing quarterback all season. Bill Belichick will use this game as an excuse, even though it says more about the Eagles because they didn't play anybody during this game. Both quarterbacks look pretty good. And the offense was, again, oversimplified for Cam Newton. All these little dinky-dunk throws. You saw some more complex things when Mac Jones was out there. It looked more like a Patriots offense.
I totally agree. Go ahead.
Two players. One of them is N'Keal Harry. That sucked last night. N'Keal Harry. I don't think he's going to make the team. I seriously don't think he's going to make the team.
You can't get a trade for him.
Did you see his block against Shaq or whatever his name is, Mason, number 69? And then
blocking his own team now, pulling the 2013 prime Florida Gators. But no, I totally agree. He can't. He is a pretty solid blocker though, in the sense he's a big guy. He is pretty good in run blocking. But what else can he do?
He loves to hold.
Well, that's true.
He just loves it.
But what receiver in the NFL doesn't?
Yeah, it's true. Another guy that sucked last night, and I shouldn't be surprised by this. Juwan Bentley. He blows. Every play, you can pick out something that this guy does wrong. I know he was ranked the worst linebacker in football last year, but this guy just sucks, and he continues to be out there every week. And if he's out there, this defense is not going to hit his ceiling because he sucks.
It's unbelievable. He bites on every play action, right? So he's always moving forward. He's always moving the wrong direction. And then on run plays, he's getting pushed back 6 yards by the time he's getting pushed back 6 yards.
Is Hightower making any appearances this preseason or no?
Hightower's played a couple series. I think he's played 4.
He's made of glass, so
Yeah, I mean he's not Dante Hightower anymore. You know, he's still smart, so I think he understands his limitations and he can help the defense, but you know, he's not going to be doing too much out there. But I mean, Kyle Van Noy has looked pretty good in his return so far. Matt Judon, this guy's a beast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Matt Judon's a stud. I'm very happy to have him on the team. That's going to require double teams, which is going to help guys like Barmore, Winovich, who I thought looked good last night despite him trying to take out 18,000 kneecaps. Yeah, but the rule sucks too. The rule sucks. Yeah.
And a lot of why the Patriots defense looked good is because January Joe is throwing the ball over the field and had no idea where it was going. So, I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah. This game definitely does say more about the Eagles than the Patriots. But one more thing I want to say about Mac Jones here is this guy, he just looks like a game player. Like, you know, he's not the fastest guy. He doesn't have the strongest arm. He doesn't have all this. Like, I played with a guy in high school baseball, wasn't that fast, like, didn't have a great glove, didn't have a great bat, but yet he hit 450 and he's at Boston College now playing college baseball. It's like, he just looks like a guy that when the lights are on and the game's on, he's going to show up and perform. And that's the kind of guy I like, you know. He fits perfectly in the Patriots system. I was watching Colin Cowherd today talking about it. He's got good head coach, longtime offensive coordinator. This is the best situation he could have been in because he fits the Patriots scheme.
No, most definitely. Makes the throws you need to make.
Yeah.
Don't expect too much from him.
Looking
Gets the job done.
Yeah, looking from an outsider's perspective on Mac Jones, if he got drafted by the Bears, he would have a horrible career.
Yeah.
That's just a fact, I feel like. But I think he's going to be really good.
Does his job pretty well.
Yeah, we'll see what Belichick handles. I agree with Chris. I think Newton's going to play. But I think once Newton has his first bad start after week 6, they're going to pull the plug on him because they've kind of set this up. He's going to pull the – dude, they drafted Mac Jones at 15, Chris, to play quarterback for the New England Patriots.
First bad game, week 6, and then the plug's pulled right away.
All right, yeah, let's first get there. His first back game is probably going to be week 1. So
– no, well, he's going to play through week 5 because he's going to beat the Jets. He's going to beat the Texans. Yes, he is. The Patriots roster is too good.
They're good as you think it. It's not good.
I think they're better. I think you're very underrating them right now. First of all, Gilmore hasn't even stepped on the field. Can they sign him? Can they sign him?
No. Trade him.
Yeah, trade him. Yeah, sure. Well, let's trade him. That makes sense. No, but also Cowherd today was saying that this Patriots roster reminds him a lot of the 2001 to 2005 roster for the Patriots, which I'm not going to go that far. But I wouldn't say it's that far off.
Not even a playoff team.
I think you're criminally underrating this team now.
They're not good.
They have no weapons. They have no weapons.
They're not going to win. They do have weapons. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
Luke, if a team shuts down the run game for the Patriots, very good run game. Not many teams are going to be able to do it. But down the stretch, when you're saying down the stretch, when they're fighting for a playoff spot, and Newton will most likely be the guy there. Most likely. Okay. Right now, if you're placing bets, Newton's the favorite to be that guy, right? At this moment, I would say so. If you were to place a bet, he's the favorite. If there's a team, a bubble team like the Patriots in the AFC that's able to stop the run, I don't see the weapons at receiver carrying this offense anywhere.
If Mac Jones is the quarterback, I think the weapons get a lot better because the play action game opens up and the Patriots' whole offensive scheme opens up because he utilizes the running backs. Cam Newton can't utilize the running backs in the passing game. I agree with that. But once you open that up and once you if the run stopped, say whatever, you still have seam options with Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. Like those guys are going to be there. Those guys are legit tight ends in the National Football League and good receiving tight ends.
But if you have a decent enough corner, a playoff corner to shut down Aguilar over the deep or over the top, then you have your safeties on your tight ends all day.
Well, I'm not worried about Aguilar getting open. He's just kind of clearing out the middle of the field for guys
I'm saying that for a lot of these teams that you're saying the Patriots will be on par with, they have a guy who they can just man up on the outside against Aguilar, and then he's not really going to be too much of a clearing guy because there will be no safety going with him.
We'll have to see. But I think you guys are underrating a little bit now. Okay, that's fine. It's your opinion.
Luke, How many weeks before Hunter Henry is injured? He's like the Robert Williams of the NFL.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's going to be injured. He already is injured. I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Sure.
he's still an elite tight end when he's when he's healthy.
Play for like 3 games.
He's not an elite tight end when he's healthy, though.
He's fine.
Okay, then yeah, he's a good player. And not to mention that they're both really good run blockers, along with that offensive line for the Patriots, which is top 3 in the NFL. If Isaiah Wynn stays healthy, though.
That's not going to happen.
Shown in the past he can, but hey, you can keep Hayden. I got some hopes for this team, at least making a playoff push. That's all I ask. I ask that Mac Jones be in soon because Cam Newton, even though he played well yesterday, you can't harp on him. I will say one thing about Cam Newton: his pocket presence looked much better yesterday. Stepping up in the pocket and avoiding defenders is something I have not seen from him in a long time, and he did it yesterday. So
he still just looks like a stiff out there.
Listen, they have a cupcake schedule to start the year. They're gonna be 6-2 to start the year. They are.
6 games all year.
You're an idiot. They won 7 games last year. Damiere Byrd was the number 1 wide receiver on the team, and Cam Newton was the quarterback. And they had nobody on that team last year, and they won 7 games.
They won
7 games.
They were 5-9. The Jets games don't count. They won 5 games.
They count in the actual NFL. They count.
They don't count. So they're not going to win 6 this year because the Jets don't count.
I think they're going to win 10 games at least.
10
games at least.
So if you got an over-under at 9.5, you're going the over.
Beating the Dolphins week 1, beating the Jets week 2, beating the Saints week 3, losing week 4, beating the Texans week 5, beating the Cowboys at home week 6, beating the Jets at home week 7. They are. And then they play the Chargers.
Cowboys
they do not have a hard schedule.
Cowboys lost. Dolphins lost.
They're not going to lose to the Cowboys at home.
Maybe
Cowboys
Saints.
will throw up in Foxborough all over themselves.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, go ahead. Be that guy. Be that guy then. It's fine.
Chris, what's your win projection for the Patriots this year?
I have them 5-12.
5-12, 10-7.
Realistic. This is top five defense in the NFL.
Well, that's my prediction.
Top 5?
Top 5 defense, 100% in the NFL.
I can name 5. Rams, Niners. Give me
Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Steelers.
No.
Steelers.
No.
And the Washington football team.
Yep.
No. Absolutely not. Dude, Gilmore and Jackson on the defensive backs. Those with pass rush this year, people are not getting open in 3 seconds. With Matt Judon in the front, and the depth that they have, Josh Uche has looked fantastic so far. Oh, yeah, really has. He's looked fantastic. He looks way faster and in better shape. That's a fact.
Awesome.
Kyle Van Noy's back. Barmore up the middle. Lawrence Guy stopping the run. Dante Hightower at linebacker. I don't know. I keep doubting them. They will be top 5 statistically at the end of the year in defense. They were probably top 10 last year in defense if you look it up. And they were not good last year on defense. But go ahead. It's fine. Keep doubting. It's fine.
Let's see what the Patriots pass rush was ranked last season, because I think this is where defenses separate
Let's
themselves.
keep in mind that these were the players that were playing for the Patriots on the defense last year. Simon, none of these guys were playing last year, and let's see what they were ranked.
Who did they add?
They added Matt Judon.
Who else?
They added what's his name? Barmore from Alabama.
Okay, well, second round.
They added Van Noy. They added Hightower. That's 4 NFL starters right there.
Hightower's a linebacker, correct? Middle, right?
Yeah. Gilmore played what? 8 games last year. Wasn't healthy all year. J.C. Jackson's on that defense. Kyle Duggar's on that defense. Devin McCourty. I seriously, come on. This defense is good, and it's coached by Bill Belichick.
It's fine.
Stop it. Would you stop it?
The fine defense doesn't make up for their offense.
So,
last
season, just to throw it out there, the Patriots had the 23rd ranked pass rush by Pro Football Focus. 23. So
And they
this
added
year-
Matt Judon, Barmore, and Hightower, who are all pass rushers.
okay. All right.
And Matt
So
Judon
they're gonna project themselves into.
What did they finish in opponents' points per game?
I will
That's
look.
all that matters.
I'll look. Let's see.
They're probably top 10, top 15. And that team sucked. Chase
Total-
Winovich was every down guy, and he didn't play until the third quarter the other day, basically.
Total points, they were. It looks like they were 7th.
Oh, they were sixth. Like, come on, like cut it out. Let's move on to the Niners.
Can we
here.
talk about who the Patriots played last year though? They play the Jets twice,
And they play them again twice this year.
and then they had
then
some
they play
other cupcake games last year.
Yeah, it's the NFL. You're gonna get cupcake
All right.
games. They play the Texans. They have a cupcake schedule this year.
Sure,
It's way
sure.
easier than last year.
It is. He's right.
I'm
about
not
that.
sure. I'm not sure if they'll be a playoff team, but
No chance.
a fringe team, I think so.
As long as Mac Jones is playing, they're a playoff team in my book.
All right, so Luke, you have them at 10 wins. Chris, you have them at 5.
With Mac Jones though coming in at least some point in the season.
Right now, you got to give me a win total.
8-9 with Cam, 10-11 if Mac comes
You
in.
can't do that. You're giving me a win total, accounting for everything that's going to happen this season.
If Cam Newton were to play the whole
I
season,
don't care if. Give me a win total.
Let's go.
10.
10. Okay. 10 wins. Chris has 5. I'm going to go 8. 8-9. All right. Let's talk about
Niners.
we'll talk some NFC West. We'll talk some 49ers. So Trey Lance took some reps with the ones today against the Chargers. Shanahan just totally retracting his statement that Lance will not take reps with the ones. Lance had some nice runs today, a couple nice throws, but Derwin James did wreak some havoc on the 49ers, especially on Jimmy Garoppolo, having a pick 6 in 11 ons today in coverage on George Kittle. But, this team, it all comes down to the injuries again with this team. And I don't know what it is. I don't know who's the head trainer. I don't know who is helping these guys with recovery stuff, but changes need to be made. I don't know if they were already made and need to be made again, but they need to be made. Because Trent Williams, he's sitting out, had his knee drained. Deebo Samuel needs an MRI now for his butt cheek. His glute is needing an MRI. Never heard that one before, but it's happening. Jalen Hurd, great player. Guess what? He's sitting out a week again. Again, 3rd year in a row this guy's hurt. I mean, I understand it's for an ACL that has already been repaired, so it's no structural anything, but I'm scared again for this defense. And for Jimmy and Trey, if Trent Williams isn't healthy, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like there's going to be a lot of injuries again this year. Somebody needs to be fired, and I'm scared because I know that there's a lot of potential, and I know that this team should be in Super Bowl contention talks, and I know that they are for the most part in most media circles. But if they get hurt again, it's just going to be a repeat of last year. We have a better quarterback backing up Jimmy, but if the guys aren't there, there's nothing that can be done. It's just a situation where backs are kind of against the walls, and the injuries are pinning us up against that wall. It's sad.
Yeah. I want to say something about from the first preseason game. I happened to watch the Niners the first half because I shut it off right after they took Trey Lance out. This hack, David Lombardi, Chris. I don't know if you've been seeing this. He said this the other day. The Trey Lance the 80-yard touchdown pass he had. No credit should be given to Trey Lance for that play. Did you hear this, Dylan?
Yeah, Lombardi's kind of a bum. He's a 49ers beat reporter. He's just kind of always grabbing for something that's not there.
Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever heard anything more stupid in my life. He was raving about Kyle Shanahan and that play. I mean, first of all, he rolls out left, no blockers in front of him. He's got a free rusher coming at him, and he throws a dot 50 yards across the field. I don't get it. That pissed me off. Trey Lance right now is the best rookie quarterback in this class right now. I just said it. He's the best rookie quarterback in this class right now. His footwork needs some improvement. His arm talent is unbelievable. This guy is a cannon. I mean, some of the throws that he was making last game, I mean, what did they have? 4 drops. So what, he went 4 for 12, whatever. I watched the game. The Niners' backup receivers are pretty damn bad. I can tell you that right now. But at a run game with this guy, play action's lethal with this guy, and he can scramble in the pocket. He had a Mahomes-like play where he got outside the pocket, moved around one defender, and threw sidearm between 3 guys and hit a guy right in the numbers on the outside on a curl. That you can't teach that. And so once Shanahan gets him going, depending on whether he's a week 1 starter or not, this guy is going to help the Niners' Super Bowl chances immensely and will be the most successful rookie quarterback in the first 5 years.
Okay, that's no. I'm a big Trey. I like Trey Lance. I'm not trying to hate on Trey Lance, but I could go. I didn't watch this game, by the way. I will say that. So maybe I'm a little off here. But everything I look at, they're grading the rookie quarterbacks and they played in the first week. Lance has been last in every single one of those rankings.
It's QBR rating.
Every time I look in our group chat,
that's QBR
area. How good is this guy? But he was 4 for 15. It was the last back
of
all the rookie quarterbacks last week. So I don't know where everybody's getting all this hype from. Garoppolo's the starter. This guy could be good. He needs a couple of years. But everybody's acting like he's Tom Brady right now.
All right, so first of all, the left guard got blown up 3 times during the game. He was sacked in under 2 seconds. That's 3 sacks right there. He took in under 2 seconds where it wasn't his fault for reading.
He got sacked 3 times.
Okay, gonna happen.
On 4 series.
Gonna happen.
Well, that's what's coming into your Pro Football Focus rating here, where I watched Zach Wilson throw 7 dump-offs. No, what do you mean? What was he? 7 for 8? Like, would you stop it?
He was ranked last. I'm just telling you.
4 sacks actually.
4 sacks. I think one of them was his fault though. But no, this guy's got all the talent in the world. I've seen enough.
He has a big arm. He's not accurate, and he can move. He has a big arm.
He's accurate. No, he's accurate.
He's
dude.
Not as accurate.
You watch the game.
Watch this game, but I've been in the film room watching.
Get in the film room.
I did not watch the game, but I've watched the practices, the film from practice. I've been in the film room. He is not accurate. At least not nearly as accurate as Lawrence or Jones or Wilson or Justin Fields. Even Justin Fields has been very good, proving me wrong. But tell you what, Trey Lance, he needs some work. I think he can be very good, but I think you guys are overrating him.
I think when you keep in perspective what the Niners have planned for him, I think he's underrated because I think what they have in store for him is that hopefully he doesn't have to start at all this year. Hopefully he just rides the bench this whole season. Will that happen?
That's what you want?
That's what the Niners want.
Oh, no.
When I say ride the bench, he's going to play. When I say ride the bench, I mean taking the first snap of the game. He's not going to take the first snap of a game all season in an ideal 49ers world. If everything goes to plan, Jimmy doesn't get hurt, he makes the throws he has to make, they win without Lance having to start a game. So then he comes in next season fully developed, having been under Shanahan, seen the playbook for a year, understanding how to read NFL defenses. He'll probably get some regular season snaps, maybe even postseason snaps and some special packages. So I think that's what Shanahan has planned for him, like some RPO stuff.
Great. So he can be the running quarterback like Emory Jones has been in Florida for the past 4 years. Would you cut it out with this?
That's what Shanahan said. That's what he said. That's what he said in the press conference.
3 first-round picks for this guy. He's not sitting on the bench. No. No way.
He's raw. He's way too raw to play this game. Gotta let him.
He's just turned 21. He just turned 21 years old.
What is he, Tatum now? He's only 21? Like, come on. Get him in the damn game. He gives you a far better chance to win the Super Bowl than Jimmy Garoppolo does. What's your goal?
No, I don't think he does.
That's unbelievable.
Right now, I don't think Trey Lance gives the 49ers a better chance to win the Super Bowl.
Let's see him on Sunday. Is Debo going to play on Sunday?
Probably not, no.
How about Ayuk's drop on the first play of the game?
That was, yeah.
Hits him in stride on a play action, 13-yard, it was a drag out, it was on the other side of the field. Perfect throw. Chris, get in the film room on this game. Just watch every snap he took.
I
And then
think there were how many I saw at least 2 for sure drops.
Were you in the film room for Lawrence's first start and Wilson's first? Like, first of all, I want to get to Justin Fields too.
I did watch Lawrence, and he wasn't great. He wasn't, but he was still better than Trey according to the rankings, which I follow very closely. Pro Football Focus is very good. Those aren't actually their rankings. They were somebody else's rankings, but still Pro Football Focus, very good. But Trey ranked last.
Okay, what did Chris Sims say though? Chris Sims was raving about Trey Lance.
Listen, Chris Sims, he's an excellent analyst, but I did not use his rankings for my argument here.
All right, can we move into this quarterback thing we want? I want to talk about the Niners next week after their second preseason game because I want to see their starters
going up against the Chargers this week. I don't believe Trent Williams will be playing, and I don't believe any of the starting D linemen will be playing.
I'm tuned in to see Herbert.
Yeah, I think everybody else who starts will be playing outside of Deebo Samuel as well. But, yeah, let's get into our little ranking here. So we're going to be ranking the following quarterbacks based on their potential and their current history of play. And history of play can encompass, let's say, the last 2 years of their play, okay? The last 2 years that they played. So we have Justin Herbert.
These are quarterbacks from 2019 on drafted that are starters. Jordan Love's the only exception that's not in this.
Okay, so let's go with Herbert, Burrow, Tua, Kyler, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Wilson, Lance, Fields, Jones. So those quarterbacks in order ranked potential in history. Chris, start first.
Yeah, we didn't really see a lot. Actually, I'll start from the bottom. That's fine. Justin Herbert, obviously the last ranked quarterback here. This guy, I mean, Luke knows that he was 1-9 last year. I mean, this guy just wasn't very good last year.
I'm sorry. He's insanely overrated, though. I've been watching these national TV stuffs, and Coward saying he's going to be Coward said he would pay him. Right now, he'd give him a 12-year contract because he broke all these rookie records. But Baker Mayfield broke all these rookie records, too. And then later in that same episode, he said that he needs to see more from Baker Mayfield. So just clearly Herbert I can't with him. Keep going, though.
I'll put Tua at 10. I still like Tua, but a lot of these other guys just have massive potential. Justin Fields at 9. I know you guys probably won't be happy with that, but he is. I'm going to stick with my draft rankings there. I'll go with Lance 8, and then I think it's hard to have some of these rookies, so I'm just going to go Jones after that.
Mac Jones or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones, but Mac Jones after that. Daniel Jones sucks. It was tough for me to put him ahead of guys like Lance and Fields, but they haven't played in games yet, so I don't know. So that puts me at 5, I believe.
Burrow left. Jalen Hurts, I don't think you've ranked yet. Trevor
Kyler
Lawrence
Murray.
And Kyler Murray.
All right, I'll put Jalen Hurts in between. Actually, I'll go Daniel Jones.
They haven't said Wilson yet either.
Yeah, Daniel Jones 6, Zach Wilson 5, Hurts 4, Mac Jones, and then I got Kyler Murray at number 2, Joe Burrow number 1. We didn't see a lot of Joe Burrow last year, but what we did see was really good. He was probably the best prospect, maybe outside of Trevor Lawrence and Andrew Luck we've seen in a long time, and I just think he has the highest potential here. Just incredibly accurate.
Fair enough. Should I present my list?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got this hack Zach Wilson at 11. This guy, he throws a good ball. Yeah, I mean it comes out nice, but he can't. He's very raw. He's very raw. He struggles to read defenses. I have him at number 11, just edging out Justin Herbert for the last spot. Who I've got a 10. Herbert, one thing I will say about Justin Herbert is this guy can throw a deep ball pretty good until the end of the game. He's a good first first quarter to third quarter, deep ball thrower. He's solid. Number 9, I got Daniel Jones. Kind of a hack, but, he's not too bad. Number 8, I have Justin Fields, who this guy has been getting way too much hype for his average play against the third-string Dolphins the other day. What exactly did he do that he was so good?
He ran.
I didn't see it. He fumbled twice, and I didn't see it. And my stance on Fields. Like you can go to past episodes.
I think he's good.
He did 8.
He was good.
I thought he was average. I did not think he was that good, and I can't believe the praise that he's gotten for this coward. The Bears have found their guy. Like let's relax.
Well, they did. Andy Dalton.
Jalen Hurts at number 7. I've heard good things about him out of camp though, so maybe he could be higher from what we see. But he's a solid quarterback. I got Tua at 6. I thought he played exceptional against the Bears until the interception, which was really bad, as we lose Chris here, and he's back. But number 5, Mac Jones. This guy, good quarterback. And then Kyler at 4, Burrow at 3, Lance at 2, Lawrence at 1.
Not bad. I'm going to go through mine real quick here. So, rounding this out at 11, I'm going to have to go with Jalen Hurts. Not impressed by this guy. I don't think he has much throwing ability. He runs the ball pretty well. Eagles also not a great team. For these rankings, for me, I'm going to go just on their success, not their talent, not how good they really are, but how successful they've been and how successful I believe they will be, and the will be is outweighing the have been. So Hurts.
We're going off successfulness. Okay.
Hurts, 11. 10, we're going Zach Wilson. 9, Daniel Jones. 8, Tua. 7, Fields. Then I'm going to have to go Mac Jones. Then I'm going to have to go Herbert. Then Kyler. Then Lance. Then Burrow.
Lance. I mean, come on.
He's going to be a successful quarterback. I mean,
How-
any of those guys would be under Shanahan. Lance with the talent.
Putting over Lawrence and even like Kyler Murray, how is he ahead of those guys?
Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury is a head coach.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah,
Urban
great year.
Meyer, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars are pretty bad. That was pathetic what I saw from their offensive line and their receivers the other night. He's
Trey
gonna
Lance is
struggle
in the
early.
best position to win out of any of those quarterbacks, and he's a talented player.
Well, he's just too raw. I don't know. It's too early to rank him that high, I think.
I don't know. Potential's there. You got to get in early. You got to buy the dip.
Get in the film room.
I have that. He's raw. He's way too raw.
You didn't watch him in the game.
Luke, I didn't watch the 15 throws he made in the preseason game. I've been following their preseason. I watched him at some of his college house. We were in the film room together at school. We've seen this guy. He's raw. He's not that active.
I must say, I've been in the stadium with Trey Lance in the stadium, and his ball comes out on. It's just different. The guy is a rocket, and he's making crazy over the top passes, and he's making crazy throws outside the numbers, and he's using his feet to extend the play and get yards.
Not consistently accurate.
What film exactly are you seeing from him in 49ers camp? Because I don't know where you're finding it.
Listen, they have stuff.
You got to get in the film room.
Just like the Patriots beat reporters, the Niners have beat reporters, and they do the same thing every day.
Lombardi sucks.
No, Lombardi is great.
He's awful.
Lombardi said that McDaniels is the reason why the Patriots won 3 Super Bowls this year. So let's enough with Lombardi. No. I'm a believer in Trey Lance. I am bought in after watching him these past couple weeks.
Okay, let's get into some MLB. We'll start with the Sox real quick here. Only 5 minutes left. The Sox.
Press. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm not going to come on here and yell and scream like I did last time. The Red Sox have an opportunity in front of them. They have one of the easiest schedules remaining in baseball. starting with the Texas Rangers tonight. Well, they have really put up a stunning 2 runs tonight so far.
Hey,
Really?
3.
Oh, they have 3 now. They are swinging the.
Actually, they're up 6-0.
It's 6-0 now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I came up here. It was the 6th inning, and it was 2-0. You know, they were really swinging the bats against Dane Dunning. They were doing a nice job there.
They put up a 4 spot in the 6th.
Okay. We got guys. I mean, there's just guys on the team. Devers sucks. Can't hit with run position. Martinez, he's just a hack. He just sucks at everything. He can't field. He can't hit. I don't know how he's hitting 290 still. Because
How about Schwarber? Schwarber needs 2 days off after DHing.
Listen, Luke, you don't understand. He has to walk all the way from the dugout to home plate 4 times in the same game. That is very strenuous on his hamstring. He needed that day off in New York. Totally understand that. 2 hits against Andrew Heaney. That was one of the most pathetic performances of any team all season. And now the Red Sox, who had the best record in baseball like a month ago, are out of the playoffs. How is that possible? They're a half game behind Oakland for the second wild card spot now. Go Giants, by the way, this weekend. Need them to take care of business against the A's. Bottom line, the Red Sox have an opportunity in front of them. They have one of the easiest schedules in baseball. The Athletics have one of the hardest schedules in baseball. If they don't make the playoffs, they seriously should consider disbanding the franchise. This has been a disgrace over the last couple of weeks, but they have a chance to make up for it, so they need to get it done.
At least John Henry's soccer team is looking good right now.
Yeah, and at least they didn't spend money. He can go buy Linda a new purse, because they didn't spend any money at the deadline. We know that. Other than getting that fat slob Schwarber, who's played like 5 games and can't even play the field.
I want to talk about Crawford though, because Dylan's been coming in hot with these Crawford takes. So I just want to hear. I want to hear a little bit about it.
So
I haven't been watching. I haven't been in the film room.
Got to get in the film room, but you also got to look at the standings. And the Giants are the best team in baseball. And then you look at the guys who've been playing night in and night out. Besides, there was about a week and a half, 2 weeks where Crawford was nursing a shoulder, I think. But it was only it was under 10 games, I believe. He's played every other game. So starting shortstop for the best team in baseball, starting shortstop, and he plays good defense, unlike the other MVP candidate in the NL who plays shortstop. He plays good defense, okay? He's top 5 in WAR. He's batting 300. He has just under 70 RBIs and just under 20 home runs. And he has a great glove, Golden Glove guy. Tatis, he's lucky to maybe be a Gold Glove guy 7 years down the road because he is nowhere near where he needs to be. He's got a lot of work. Crawford, no work to be done. This guy's hitting his stride finally. That perfect swing is actually lining up with baseballs this year. It's amazing. Haven't seen it recently, the last few years. This year it's happening, and he deserves the MVP. It all comes down to record. You can look beyond record, ignore record, and Max Muncy, he's a guy, number 1 WAR in baseball, blah, 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 whatever. That's a bad example because the Dodgers have a good record. Let me give you – listen. Best team in baseball, shortstop, good WAR, batting 300, good defense, MVP.
Fair enough. He's having a good season. I would say Bryce Harper is also doing all that. Obviously not the best record in baseball, but if they win the division, he's got a good case. And then we're not going to sit here and act like Fernando Tatis is not a far better player than Brandon Crawford. Should Brandon Crawford deserve the MVP over him? I'm on your side.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I was on the Harper train, but the Phillies aren't going to make the playoffs anymore because they're red hot right now.
What is incredible about Tatis, though, is that he has 32 home runs and 100 less at bats than Guerrero, and Guerrero only has 2 more, which is crazy.
Yeah, and now the Padres aren't going to make the playoffs the way they've been playing, and the Reds look like they're going to. They may tie them in the wild card tonight. Also, Luke, your guy Tatis. How about the Padres masking? Oh, well, we're going to move Fernando Tatis to the outfield because of his injury. You know what they did? They moved Fernando Tatis to the outfield because he can't field a ground ball.
That's what it is.
That's fine. He can rake.